Here's the big picture. One Levo template that ties everything together. This website is proof of what Levo enables, a site that feels professional and cohesive, built entirely by a designer. This is the kind of site you'll be able to create by the end of this journey. In the previous part, we understood what blocks are and why they are important. Now in this video, we'll go one step further and explore how to use the block library, how to combine different sections, and how to customize blocks like a designer. Let's start with the block library in Levo. Levo provides a collection of ready-made sections that you can directly use to build your pages without starting from scratch. The block library has two sections: My Blocks, where all the blocks created or customized by you will appear; All Blocks, where all the available blocks in Levo are listed. How to add a block. To add a block, click on the plus icon. Here you'll find blocks categorized by section type. For example, if you want to add a hero section, go to the hero category to see all available options. Once you find a section that fits your design, and click on Add Block button. But if you want to add from My Blocks, then first search for the block you want, and hover over it and you'll see two options. The first option is to use the same instance. This means any changes you make to this block will also reflect in all places where this block is reused. Here we have used same hero block in 2 pages. This is useful for sections like nav bars or footers, where you want the same design across multiple pages. The second option is to create a new instance. This creates a separate version of the block, and any changes you make will only apply to this specific block. This is helpful when you want different variations of the same section. How to combine different blocks. One of the biggest advantages of using blocks is that you can mix and match different layouts. You are not restricted to a single structure. For example, if you want to show About Us section and our value cards in one block, how will you do it? On About Us block, remove the bottom padding for this block. Select our value block, then hide the heading text. Also make some other changes like changing the background color. Make it look like a part of About Us block. This merges both sections into a single, seamless layout. As a result, the design looks more cohesive and impactful. Small adjustments like this can significantly enhance the overall look and feel of your website. Now let's move to customizing blocks. Adding blocks is just the first step. To make your design unique, you need to customize them properly. Let's start by choosing a block. I want to showcase my work, so I'll select this block. You'll find many different block options in Levo that you can choose based on your needs. Now, I don't want the images to be this large, and I also don't want only 2 items in a row. Currently, this block is using a grid layout with 2 columns. There are 2 ways to customize this. To make 3 cards in a row, increase the columns from here to 3. You can also choose this layout. From here, you can stack them horizontal or in vertical layout. You can also control the spacing from here. For now, I'll continue with the grid layout. You'll notice that the cards images look a bit stretched in height. To fix this, by selecting all items, I'll reduce the size of one card so the changes will apply to all cards automatically. There is another way also to update all cards at once using the Copy button. Edit one card, click Copy, and the changes will apply to all cards. Let's remove the border for now. Next, I don't want to show any text in these cards. Again, make sure all items is selected so the change applies everywhere. And then I'll simply hide it. Now I'll update the content. Change the headings with the help of AI by just writing what you want. That's how you can change any content. Now let's replace the images from here with what kind of image you preferred, or with your portfolio images. So far, the block is looking like this. It's looking decent, but still needs some editing. Now let's adjust the buttons. 2 buttons are not appropriate for this block, so I'll remove one of them. For the remaining button, I'll increase its size. To do that, select the button, and in the Content tab, scroll down and choose whatever the size of button you want. You can also change the button variant from here. And remember, these styles can always be updated globally from the theme. Let's also adjust this heading layout by just simply select the horizontal layout and adjusting alignment to space between. Also changing button content and adding an icon in button. Now let's quickly add a soft shadows to the cards. You can either choose from these options or customize it as needed. I'll apply a soft shadow here. I'll also add a border radius to XL. since our design uses consistent rounded corners. The padding is already defined in the theme, so we don't need to change it. But I do want to update the section background color and change it to background 1 white. Now, if you compare before customizing the block and after customizing the block, you can clearly see the difference. Earlier, the block didn't match the website. But after a few small changes, it now looks clean, consistent, and much more polished. Customizing a block isn't difficult. Everything you need is already available. You just need to make the right adjustments. How to reorder the blocks? You can control the structure of your page by clicking on this Layers button and using the Layers panel. From here, you can drag sections up or down to reorder them and organize your layout easily. This allows you to create more complex designs while keeping everything structured. At this stage, the most important thing is to experiment without fear. Our blocks are designed so you can. Try different layouts, test ideas quickly, and make changes easily. In the next lesson, we'll go deeper into collections and understand how to scale pages efficiently. So what are you waiting for? Make your brand go live with Levo.